Hey guys, what's going on? It's your man JP here, JP's World of Wrestling, and let me just a little adjustment there. So here we are, the big reveal, the big update that I said that I was going to make regarding the future of this channel. But before I do that, it requires a little explanation, and it requires a little, getting a little personal here, and I hope that's fine. But yeah, it's been rough for my wife and I. The past month or so, it's been just absolutely crazy. I have not been working consistently, and as a result, her and I have had to make a lot of sacrifices. Otherwise, we were very, very, very close to getting evicted, and she was afraid that we were going to be out on the street, and so I didn't want that to happen. And so ultimately we had to make some sacrifices. And unfortunately, one of the big sacrifices that we made, unfortunately, was my wrestling figure collection. Unfortunately, the bulk of my collection is gone. It sold it. Because we needed money, and sometimes when you're in a desperate situation, you do things that you don't really want to do. And unfortunately, that was just one of the casualties of all this. So unfortunately, that means I can't do figure matches. That's just, unfortunately, that's the way it is, and in order to keep this channel going, it has to be, just this. Just me just talking about wrestling in general. And I mean, ultimately, that's kind of what I like to do anyway. But I know that a lot of you really like the figure matches, and a lot of you, that's what you come here for. Is you look forward to the figure matches. And honestly, I didn't really know where I was going long term with that. Storyline wise, I just sort of made it up on the fly. So unfortunately, that's the way it is. So right now, as it stands, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If you guys want me to continue, the thing is, I can slowly rebuild my collection, and you guys can sort of go along for the ride, and I can show you the figures as I get them. But right now, I still have a few things left. I saved all my Hulk Hogan stuff, and I saved a few bits here and there just for sentimental reasons. But for the most part, my collection is gone. I can't do matches. I can still talk about wrestling. I can still, do things here and there. But for the most part, figure matches for right now are done. So if you still want me to continue, if you still want me to, do this and talk to you about wrestling and, whatever's on my mind regarding wrestling, then I can do that. So I'll leave it up to you. You can leave your comments as to what you want me to do. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to watch that kind of content, that's fine too. Honestly, it's hard for me to really find time to really shoot videos, because right now, the job that I currently have, I start in the late morning and I get off in the early evening. So if I do videos, I have to do it kind of when my wife is home, even though she doesn't really care if I do that, but it's just, I'd rather do it when I'm here by myself, so I don't disturb her or whatever she's doing. But even though she says she can't hear it, but I don't know. So this may or may not be the last JP's World of Wrestling. So, I'll leave it up to you guys. Because right now, like I said, I don't really have any figures to do matches with. All my rings are gone. Most of my figures are gone. And like I said, I kept all my Hulk Hogan stuff. I kept an Iron Sheik. I kept a few bits and pieces. And I still have my NWO retro wave of Mattel Retros. I still have those. I wasn't able to sell those, but nevertheless, I still have them. But anyway, that's how it stands, guys. So I can stick around. Let me just show you. That's where my wrestlers were on the shelf right there. It's got mostly Hot Wheels on it now because, like I said, wrestlers are gone. So I will leave it up to you guys. Do you want me to continue to show content? Do you want me to continue to talk to you and do content? Because there are like a lot of stuff that I would love to talk about, giving my thoughts on. I just started watching some stuff on YouTube, like old WWF stuff, which is kind of fun. So I can still do that if you want. So I will leave it up to you. So if you want me to stay, I'll stay and I'll do videos whenever I can, and I'll talk to you. I'll chime in every now and again just to kind of check in, see how you guys are doing, or I'll tell you how I'm doing. So that's it. That's what it is. I was very close to just saying, forget it, I'm just shutting the whole thing down. I don't want to do videos anymore. I'm burnt out just because this whole thing has really got me flustered. But as time rolls on, I've come to just accept it. I don't have any wrestlers, and I'm still interested in collecting wrestlers, but now I have to start over, pretty much. So that's how it stands, guys. Like I said, I will leave this up to you. Please leave comments below. Please keep them respectful. I'm fine. My wife is fine. We're doing okay now. I'm working consistently, and now I actually have two jobs. I have a part-time job. I have my full-time job, and my wife is getting ready to start her second part-time job because we're doing all this just to get ahead. And like I said, my wrestlers were a casualty of circumstance. So I'm sorry for those of you that really love the figure matches, and maybe someday if I build my collection back up, I'll bring them back. But as it stands right now, I don't have anything to do them with. So it's up to you guys. It's in your court. If I don't get any responses for this video, or if more of you say, nah, just call it good, we're good, and that's fine, then I'll just go my merry way. And so anyway, that's where it stands. It's up to you. I may or may not see you next time.